Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is a 2021 model year limited edition of 8 pieces from Czapek. It is the Faubourg de Cracovie Ocean d'Or. So Ocean d'Or might be a little bit of a Franglish mishmash, but you get the idea. We have a guilloche dial in rich ocean blue and a 5N red gold case. So, the watch, 41.5 millimeters in diameter, 13.7 millimeters thick, 48.6 lug-to-lug, with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and a combination of things going on here. First, for a large watch, the lugs are not that long. Second, there's some evidence that the lugs are drilled super close to the case to move the pivot centers further in and improve wrist fit. And then there is this tight downturn to the lugs. And when you combine all those things, you take this watch that would ordinarily be too large for me, and it actually wears quite nicely. So if your wrist is 16 centimeters circumference like mine or larger, game on. The strap is large, rectangular, symmetrical scale alligator leather, which, as I've said many times, is a rare and expensive cut of the animal, so money was spent here. Slightly bolstered with stuffing, it's got a folded edge, a monotone stitch, no crimping, no gouging, brand new Czapek factory strap, pull tab spring bars, pull the tab, pop it off the case, no tools required, and rubber lined for souplesse against the skin, and also longevity of the leather, since the moisture, sweat, heat, and grit of your wrist will not reach the leather thanks to the rubber coating. We have a simple rose gold Czapek branded pin buckle, and then a case band that's unconventional. You can see that they use a long-time trick of watch designers of riding the lugs partially up the bezel to give a larger, fuller lug, and then sinking the bezel below the top of the lugs. We have satin, polish, and media blast. Finish in triplicate in profile, and you can see the recesses are media blasted on both sides. We have the logo of the company, and you'll see it echoed in the counterweight of the chronograph seconds hand, and then the hour and the minutes, as well as the counterweights for the chronograph hours and chronograph minutes. A little logo along with 1845. Recalling Czapek, the man. He was the original business partner of Patek in 1839. They went their separate ways, and Patek and Philippe joined forces, and the rest is history. In the mid-2010s, a group of enthusiasts banded together to refound Czapek, and so they trace the origin of the name as a standalone brand to 1845. But this is a revival company run by people who really love watches. The watch is fairly massive, and I guess it might be worthwhile to pull out Sammy the scale for such a large, heavy, and red gold watch. And I must emphasize, 5N is red gold, not pink, not rose, red. So let's see what we got here. So we got solidly over a quarter pound of watch. You will not be disappointed. Taking a look at the dial, you can see one of the features of Czapek, the modern Czapek, that I love so much is that they credit their collaborators. The movement is Vaucher. The dial is Metalem. You can see Metalem's name right there. They are a high-end dial maker, and what we have here is a Résonance. No, not the FP Journe type. That's the name of this particular lathe cut, the guilloche, over which the blue is then applied. There are a couple of different dial cuts at Czapek. There is Ricochet, there's Résonance, and several others. So you know exactly what you're looking at. And the idea is that the waves or the ripples seem to emanate out from imaginary center points below the twin polished gold registers. Now there is lume here. We actually do have some lume. And what I like is that there is a satisfying consistency. As if you look at that numeral 2 and that numeral 2, and in fact the 2's all over the dial, it's the same font. Some brands don't get that, and they do not get it right. This brand understands how important that can be. Hacking seconds, a quick set date, and then we roll around and we see a movement made by Vaucher Manufacture. So Vaucher Manufacture is the movement arm of Parmigiani, and this movement is generally known as the Seed VMF 6710, here doing business as the Czapek SXH3. So 30 millimeters in diameter, automatic winding with ceramic rotor bearings for high efficiency, 65-hour power reserve. It's got a Zenith El Primero style 5 hertz beat rate, so 36,000 vibrations per hour. This chronograph can discern intervals as small as 1/10 of a second. It has a full balance bridge with a free sprung balance for toughness and shock resistance. And then you can see the column wheel for crisp and satisfying operation. What you can't see is the vertical clutch allowing you to start the chronograph without any jump, stagger, or extraneous motion. You get a lot of jump and stagger with a lateral clutch, not with a vertical clutch, because it is a seamless engagement. And the vertical clutch, if you wish, can be worn and run full time if you just like to have center seconds with no hazard to the movement. A vertical clutch can be run full time. 42 joules, adjusted to 5 positions. 5 positions is the standard for chronometers and also for high horology watches. So you'll see it at COSC, Besançon, brands like Lange and Vacheron that adjust their movements, adjust to 5 positions. You can see we've got sort of a matte finish across the bridges with a bevel inside the recesses and on the edge of the bridges, polished screws, and if there's any flaw here, it might just be that there's too much text. You have the caliber, you have the serial number, it's made in Switzerland, it's 5 hertz, here are the joules, here's the adjustment. Maybe a bit too much, but it's on the case back, and that's what's important. We have a nicely decorated rotor with 4 different distinct decorations, and then we have solarization over the rotor at center. So, 50 meters water resistant. You don't want to take this in the water, but it is splash and rain resistant in everyday life. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details of the Ocean d'Or.